How would you invest millions of dollars? Ooh, that's a good question. Maybe we'll end with that one today. It really depends. Uh, it really depends where it's sitting. If you had $1 million worth of cash, I would buy 100% of Bitcoin. Uh, yeah, I would. Because if you got $1 million, you probably got some other assets, probably a house, probably a car, probably some other stuff. But if I had $1 million in cash, I would buy 100% Bitcoin and take self custody of that. I think people are really that a lot of this stuff is distractions, and I'm guilty of it myself. GameStop, um, strategy, lots of distractions there. I think if you look at this thing as if you want to be your family's version of Michael Saylor, if you want to build your own strategy and your own personal strategic reserve, it is Bitcoin. There's no counterparty risk there. This is going to be the best thing that you can hold. And that's maybe my last comment on this GameStop and strategy play is that I do think that, yes, there's been a lot of demand for these stocks because it's a really easy way, a really convenient way. And in a lot of instances, the only way that these companies and these large pools of capital can buy Bitcoin today. But again, this is kind of how I see this whole thing playing out. So let's just use GameStop as an example here. Let's say there's the GameStop community out there. There's going to be a bunch of people looking into Bitcoin right now, trying to figure this thing out. They're going to understand a little bit of it. They're going to, be more excited. They're going to buy more GameStop. It's going to drive up the price. But then they're going to get to a point where they understand Bitcoin. They understand that the best way to own Bitcoin is to hold it yourself. And that's going to be the case for individuals. That's going to be the case for these companies who are buying things like MicroStrategy, things like Strategy. I think they should have kept MicroStrategy. It rolls off the tongue way better. But they're going to be instead of buying Strategy in the future, they're going to be taking custody of their own Bitcoin because that's the play here. That's the end goal. Everybody's trying to get as much Bitcoin as they can, but they're doing it in stupid ways. For these big pools of capital, this is the only way they can do it. For people like me and you, we have the ability to buy Bitcoin and hold it ourselves. We can hold the asset. We can be our own Michael Saylor for our own families here. So as that happens, I think the demand for a lot of these stocks will actually drop through the years. Strategy might be an exception, but Bitcoin is the asset that you want to hold. It's the one that's truly, absolutely scarce. So that's what I would do. If you have some money in the old system, I would split that up between like Strategy, GameStop, and maybe some Tesla and some Bitcoin ETFs. Mostly MicroStrategy though. That's kind of what I would do with it.